Hello, my name's Jan Ögren. I'm a licensed psychotherapist, an international author, and a storyteller. And what you're about to see today is called UU Diner. And it was a service at the Unitarian Universalist of Petaluma on November 24th, 2009. It's a moral comedy to explore how our Unitarian Universalist principles were developed and to kind of give a creative explanation of them. And if you've never been to a Unitarian Universalist service, we're a little unique because we are a non-dogmatic, non-creedal religion with a set of principles which you will learn about by watching and hopefully enjoying this video. Thank you all for coming, and you might have, use that. Thanks. And you might have noticed it's a little bit different here, unless it's the first time, and then you might imagine we always do it this way. But actually, this is in honor of a very famous Unitarian Universalist named Rod Serling. Now, how many of you remember Rod Serling in the Twilight Zone? Yeah. Now, you might notice that, the younger people here don't know him. That's because he made a TV show so long ago, it was actually in black and white. It was before color TV. And what Rod Serling would do was he would use the key of imagination to open a door into other worlds and other dimensions. And it was amazing. How many of you actually knew that Rod Serling was a UU? Oh, not too many. I actually think that kind of might explain some things about the Twilight Zone, actually. So, today, in honor of Rod Serling, we have crossed over into monotonous metropolis. You might have thought that you were going to be in Petaluma today, but no. This is monotonous metropolis. And I want to make it absolutely clear that this is not a play where you are the audience and we are the actors and performers. No, we are all on this journey together. Now, some here have these name tags and all, and they'll be speaking the majority of the parts. But there's actually room for everyone, and there's hidden in the order of service are actually some words that everyone will share. And because some of the orders of service are kind of hidden, because we ran a little short, we have the words over there too. And then later on, there will be a time that anyone who wants to say some words, I do have extra words for people, and that's not right now. That will happen later when we bring out the Unitarian Universalist sacred object. Now, for some of you who are new to UU, you might think, because we're a religion that doesn't have creeds and dogmas, you might think that we don't have sacred objects. But we do. We have a very special sacred object. It's a flip chart. And whenever a flip chart comes out in a UU gathering, everyone knows it's the ritual in which we talk and we share and we listen to one another. And so when that comes out, we know it's the ritual time, and I'll be using another UU sacred object, the traveling mic. And I'll be taking it around so that other people, because we're all in this together, so if you want to say some words, I'll have a list, and so we can all participate together. Because, you see, I want you to explore this journey. And oftentimes, I know when I go to a strange place, sometimes, even though it's a very different world, I learn something about my own world. And so I hope that while we are in monotonous metropolis together, we can actually find something that relates to our world, too. But first, we should probably figure out what the heck is monotonous metropolis. I mean, Does anyone know what monotonous means?
It means that it's boring.
Yes. It means you do the same thing over and over again. And it's boring. And what about metropolis? You know, what's a metropolis? No?
It's a city.
It's a city. Yes. So, yes, exactly. So, I suppose you're wondering, well, what's boring about monotonous metropolis? Well, what it is that when you want to get up in the morning and have breakfast in monotonous metropolis, you can't just go to your own kitchen and decide what you want to eat that day. No, that's not allowed.
You gotta go to a diner.
Exactly. You have to go to a diner. Well, they prepare the food for you, and you have to eat what everyone else eats.
Can eat different foods.
You're right. Now, you'll notice that we're helping you out here. And I just want to announce, first of all, I want to introduce myself, that I'm Jan Ögren, and I'm the narrator, which means I'll be telling the story as it happens, and I'm also the director. So I'll be talking and telling people where to go and when to say things and all, so that you don't have to be scared, especially those who remember Rod Serling. This is a much more friendly place. So, first of all, let me show where these diners are. You notice that, you see, you're all grouped together. Now, you might think that you're all together, but you're in separate diners here. Because let's see, we've got Martha here, eats toast and eggs, so stand up there. And is there a toast and egg diner over there? Yes. Okay, so you go over there and sit there, because Martha always eats for the toast and egg people, and that's what you guys always eat. And now Rufus, here, he eats waffles. We have some waffles over there? French toast. I'm sorry, you're right. Good thing you know you can only eat French toast, so you're the French toast diner. Now, where did there's waffles. Bob eats with the waffle people there. And Mary and Michelle, they always eat pancakes, so of course they have to go to the pancake diner, because you can only eat pancakes there every day. And now, there's some bagel people here. And you might have thought that since you eat bagels, maybe you're all together, but no. Steve here, he eats with cream cheese, and Don and Zoe, they eat the bagels with strawberry jam. So you're the strawberry jam diner. And now we've got a cereal person here. Sharon eats cereal, but wait, Sharon has become friends with Michelle, who eats pancakes. So let's see what happens when a cereal person and a pancake person starts eating. And if you walk this way, you'll be on the good side of the mic. Come this way.
Sharon,
There you
I've
go.
been thinking, since we're such great friends, why don't we eat breakfast together? Then we don't have to wait until after breakfast to see each other.
You can come to my diner. But you'll have to eat cereal.
I'd rather have pancakes. Why don't you come eat pancakes with me?
I'll try.
So they go about their day, and then the next day, they come back together to this pancake diner.
How are the pancakes? Aren't they the best thing to eat in the morning?
Oh, they're fine.
Oh, Sharon's trying so hard, but God, they taste like cardboard to her, and she really misses her cereal.
You were kind enough to try pancakes. Why don't I try cereal tomorrow?
That's a great idea.
Yes. So off they go for their day. And they come back over the next day to the cereal diner at Sharon's place.
Here's some cereal for you. Thanks for being willing to try it. I think you'll find it much tastier than pancakes.
And Michelle tries to eat it. Yes. Oh, she tries to
You're not
eat it.
happy eating cereal, are you?
Poor Sharon, she has to go back to her own diner.
I do wish there was some way Sharon and I could eat breakfast together.
Michelle thinks about it all day, and she goes back. And she even thinks about it as she's getting ready for bed, and then she goes to bed. And you know what happens when people go to sleep? Dreams happen. And so a dream is starting to form. And strange creatures like butterflies come up. And yes, and vampires. And as the dream is now fully formed, Michelle starts walking up in a tree. It splits open, and there's a staircase, and she climbs this huge staircase. And at the top of the tree, she sees the strangest thing. She's so shocked.
Gosh,
Yes.
not right, not right, not right.
She's so shocked. She goes back, and when she wakes up, and the dream disappears. Yes. All the creatures go back now. And it's such a strange dream that when Michelle wakes up, she can't wait to tell Sharon all about it.
Sharon, I had the strangest dream lesson. There was, like, I went in this tree, this big tree, and there was this vampire, and there was a butterfly, and the butterfly was eating bagels, cream cheese. And then the vampire was eating bacon at the same table.
That's really bizarre.
I know, right?
You think that two people are eating different types of breakfast together?
Yes! You think I could do that? No one's ever done it before. I did notice there was a diner down on Freedom Street that isn't being used anymore. They used to serve pancakes. But then they built that bigger place on Main Street.
Let's try it. We can put our money together and buy the old diner. Then we can fix it up and call it the open diner and declare that the diner is open to everyone. Each person can eat exactly what they want there. Or I can have my cereal and you can have your pancakes.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So they look at it. And so they put up a sign saying open diner. Pretty soon,
Right off my shoe.
yeah, right there. That's good. Yes. And now they've got a diner where Sharon can eat her cereal and Michelle can have her pancakes, and they're eating together there. And pretty soon, everyone starts noticing in monotonous metropolis that this open diner exists. And so Martha comes up, and Bob comes up, and Martha comes, she stands right here, and she asks,
It said open diner, so we were wondering if we could eat here.
We'd love to be able to eat here every morning. I eat at the Waffle Diner, and Martha eats Toast and Eggs Diner, but we would really prefer to eat together if that were possible here.
You can eat here, together. People can eat different breakfasts here together.
We don't prefer the food here like they do at the other diners. We just have the basic tools for cooking. You can prepare whatever you prefer to eat, but you got to eat it with everyone else, even if they choose to eat different food.
yes. So you can come and sit down and eat. And pretty soon, more people. Steve notices it, and Don and Zoe.
Welcome, come in.
Steve comes over here. Yeah, you guys sit over here. Yep, right here. Steve sits here, and Rufus comes to eat. Yes, and you can all eat together. There you go. Isn't this amazing? Everyone is so happy. Well, not everyone. So now, monotonous metropolis is watching this strange diner. I mean, look at these bagels, strawberry jam and cream cheese, cereal, pancakes, toast, eggs, waffles. It's utter confusion. People are eating whatever they want. And so now, those of you who have the order of service, or if you can read what's over there, I want us all to say together those words. They're eating the different food together. What a strange thing to do! Why would anyone want to eat with a person who didn't eat the same as you did? Is it legal to do that?
Is it really true that you are open to anyone and that they can eat anything here?
Yes, it is. That's why we call it the open diner. We are open to absolutely everyone.
Everyone?
Yes, it is open to everyone, no matter what you like to eat for breakfast.
Good. I like ice. Not ice cream, but ice. Good cold ice.
They didn't realize when Michelle and Sharon opened this diner that the abominable snowman would show up. And as soon as he gets his ice out, which is kind of hard because he's been carrying it all the way from the North Pole in his backpack. But he sits there, and Steve's trying to eat his bagels, but suddenly notices it gets kind of cold. And oh my God, Mary, she's trying to pour her syrup, but it's icicles. Oh my God, it's so cold. Oh, and poor Steve.
Could you please not make it so cold here? It's almost like it's warm.
Keep warm. Keep yourselves warm. I like it cold and I want my ice frozen in it.
So, everyone starts shivering. Ooh, and they can't eat anymore. So they go back. Rufus goes back to his diner. He liked it here, but he goes back to eat with the French toast people. And Mary goes back to her diner. And Martha heads off. As does Bob. And Zoe and Don and Steve. They all leave, so that pretty soon all that's left is Michelle and Sharon. And the abominable snowman who keeps eating and eating ice until finally he's finished.
I'm going to the North Pole to get some more ice, but don't you worry, I'll be back. I like this open diner.
So off he goes. And so, now that it's warm again, people come back. Yes. Back. Yes, everyone's come back, and Sharon and Michelle have this wonderful diner. And in fact, someone new comes because there's a Mrs. Fishon has been looking for her family to eat. But she couldn't find a diner anywhere in the city where she could eat what she liked. So here she comes.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Fishon. Thank you. We just moved to the city, and my family and I are from a country far away, and there isn't a diner in this town that serves what we like to eat. Would it be okay if we ate here with all of you?
Yeah, sure.
Great, that's great. Now, I think my husband, Nemo, and my children are still all out fishing.
Yeah.
So,
Would anyone like to come and join the Fishon kids here? We got one here. Can you hold up your fish? Yes. Here's one of the fish.
And I want you to meet, this is Bristol, and then we have other children too. We have Smelt, and we have Berkeley Sturgeon, and we have Track and Trout, who are twins, and then we have Soul. So it's time for us to cook. going to add first 10 cloves of garlic.
Yes.
And then 20 onions.
And your fish, Mrs. Fishon.
Oh, and the fish! Where is he?
Yes. And they come early every morning, because remember, at the open diner, you get to cook your own food. People don't serve you. So that's what they cook all the time. But pretty soon, you gotta hold your nose. And Mary,
My pancakes smell like fish.
My strawberry jam tastes like garlic, and it's like drinking onion tea. They're a very nice family, but I wish their breakfast didn't smell up the entire diner. My pancakes taste as though they've been buried in the ground a week. And people are talking about not wanting to come anymore.
I know. Look at people are gonna leave again because they don't like the smell. They're gonna hold their nose and they all leave.
It's been 2 weeks now. I am sure the abominable snowman will be back soon. No one will come then. What should we do?
I'm not sure, but we can't figure it out just ourselves. After all, this is the open diner, so all of us should decide. Let's call a meeting tonight. Everyone can come. I'll make sure to invite all the people who came here before the abominable snowman and Mrs. Fishon came here.
Yes. And now comes the sacred object. Yes. So now we know it's a sacred time for the ritual.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming. We really like having the open diner open to all. But we've noticed people aren't coming as much, and we don't know what to do. We want to hear from everyone, so please stand up when you want to make a comment, and we'll bring you the mic so everyone can hear you.
Yes. So, who would like to make a comment here? Let's see. Well, I know Steve's going to make a comment. Yes, I know Don. Let's see. I think David wants to make a comment here.
Absolutely. Well, I like eating here.
Yes.
I get to eat what I like, and I don't have to eat the same as my parents.
Yes. Yeah, Steve.
Maybe we should have a few rules, not like the other diners where the rules are what you can eat, but some rules that make it nicer for everyone.
I think the first rule should be that everyone is important and everyone is welcome.
I like eating cake.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen when the abominable snowman comes back?
It's more than just everyone being important and welcome to come here. It's about respecting everyone. I try to respect that the abominable snowman likes to eat ice, but I don't think he respects my desire for hot coffee.
That's a very good point. Let's put that as the number one rule, to respect everyone for being unique.
Yes, and while she's writing that, everyone's sitting around going, oh, but, you know, what are we going to do about the Fishons? Because we like them, and they're very respectful while they're frying their garlic and onions and fish. But, oh, it's just a little bit hard to deal with that, too. So I think Don's got an idea here. See, yeah.
I'm very glad you have joined us here, but I have noticed a slight, well, maybe a little bit of a
fishy flavor in my bagel since you started cooking here. I mean, I don't want you thinking I mind fishy food, but I
like the fish-ons. I think everyone should just learn to love fishy, oniony food.
I had noticed an onion flavor in my tea. Maybe we can find a way for you to eat what you want, but for it not to change the taste of other people's food.
I wasn't aware our breakfast smelled. We only ferment our fish for 10 days. I've always eaten with others who are eating the same food, so I guess we never noticed. How about if we cook it at home, but bring it here so we can still eat with all of you nice people? We really have enjoyed how friendly all of you are, and I am so glad you said something I never knew. 10-day-old fish smell.
That's great. We can try that. The fish-ons can still eat here with us, but I'm sure it won't affect the other food if it isn't fried here. Talking together is such a help. Let's make a rule that when we have problems and differences, that we come together to share and decide what can be helpful.
That's a great one.
Let's make a rule that no one can eat pancakes here. I know there are a lot of people who had to grow up like I did, being forced to eat pancakes every day. It was okay in the beginning when I was really young, but then I came to dislike pancakes. I wasn't allowed to even talk about eating anything but pancakes. There are plenty of diners in the city for people who like pancakes. They don't have to come here to eat them. It turns my stomach just watching people eat pancakes.
I like pancakes, and I like eating at the open diner. I know I could go to other diners to eat pancakes, but they taste better here. It's hard to explain, but pancakes taste different when I decide I want to eat them, rather than being told I must eat them. Even something I really like to do, like eating pancakes, just feels yucky. When I feel forced to do it, and you might not understand the difference, but the diner I grew up in only allowed blueberry syrup on the pancakes. I tried to like it, but it wouldn't work. So I'd push it off to one side, but it seemed like they always liked to pour more blueberry syrup on my plate. I love maple syrup. I just adore pancakes with maple syrup. Now I'm sure I could find a diner that served their pancakes with maple rather than blueberry syrup, but I was afraid if I had to use maple syrup, I might end up having to dislike it. Someday it would all go nuts for me. So when I heard of the open diner, I was thrilled that I could eat my pancakes there just the way I wanted them. Maybe all pancakes are just pancakes to you, Rufus. And I certainly didn't mean to disturb your breakfast by eating pancakes here. But I like the open diner just for the reason that I can eat my pancakes here.
I never thought of it that way before. I'm glad you shared. I really learned something. I'll be thinking about this. If it's okay, maybe we can talk about it again later.
Certainly.
That could be another rule. Let's make an agreement to encourage each other to grow and learn and explore.
Wow, this is great, all this input. Is there anyone else? I see somebody here who has one.
I want to propose one more rule. I like the way everyone cleans up after themselves here. We have recycling, and we try not to create a lot of trash. The diner I used to eat at would fill up a dumpster every day with all the paper and plastic trash they threw away. And you never want to swim in the river near where they dumped their grease. I'd like to propose that we have a rule that says we take care of the earth and other creatures when we eat here.
Everyone agree with that rule? Take care of the earth? Okay, let's add that one too. And now that we've got all these rules, how about trying the diner again? Does people want to come back? Steve, you want to come back up? And here, how about Rufus and Mary? Let's see, Steve, you can eat over there. And Rufus and Mary, now that you've talked, you can actually eat together here. And what about Martha and Bob? There's a place for everyone. And Mrs. Fishon can eat over there with her kids, and Dawn and Zoe. There's a place back here. Got that one. There you go, right there. Yeah, I know. Well, it's gotten so popular now. So many people like eating here. Now all we have to do is wonder what's going to happen when the abominable snowman comes back from the North Pole. You have to pull up an extra chair. This is such a popular diner.
I have enough ice for a month of frozen breakfast.
Did you have a nice time at the North Pole?
Yeah.
Did you happen to notice the new sign under the open diner sign?
Nope.
While you were gone, we all got together to make the open diner more friendly and welcome to everyone. We now have rules that everyone agreed to, and
I don't agree with them.
Wait, please listen to Rufus before you bring out your ice.
the first rule we made was that everyone who ate here would respect everyone else. That means that what we eat for breakfast can't ruin anyone else's breakfast. I mean, if you're upset by someone else's breakfast, but they're really just taking care of themselves. Then we made a rule to encourage everyone to learn and grow, because sometimes it can be hard to know if it's something in yourself that is causing distress, or if it's the other person. So that can be challenging.
Whatever, I don't care about your dumb rules.
Well, we care.
What Rufus was trying to say was that we had all noticed the temperature in the diner dropped to freezing when you ate your ice. It made it impossible for others to have warm food. So could you please eat your breakfast without freezing everyone else's?
You said this was an open diner, open to everyone.
Open to everyone who respects others.
Good, so people can respect me and be quiet and let me eat my ice in peace.
We try to respect you, but you need to respect us too. We like our food warm, and we like you to respect that.
You're just a bunch of wormies. Worms are wimps. Why don't you just leave me alone?
Respect means listening and caring about other people's feelings and not calling them names. When your behavior is affecting others, we can't leave you alone. You need to respect others, or you can't eat here at the open diner.
Well, if I can't eat here, you can't call it the open diner because you aren't open to everyone.
Maybe we should change the name of the diner.
Let's call it the Respect Diner.
That doesn't sound that inviting, and we want people to feel welcome here.
No, I think it's a good name. It says we respect you, and you, and you.
That's it. We can call it the You Diner. To you, and you, and you. And you can eat just what you want here, as long as you respect the other you and yous.
And that's what they decided. They named it the UU Diner, so that everyone could eat what they wanted. And this small group of brave people so everyone loved it, and they started this, and it spread to other cities, and now there are UU diners all across the nation, so that wherever you go for breakfast, you can eat what you like with other unique individuals who are eating what they like, all because of these wonderfully brave people. So, to honor them, we have a special UU Kids song. It's in the order of service that we're going to sing now, and sing it out loudly to appreciate all the work that all the kids have done here.
David will play it one time through, and then we'll come in. Words are on the insert.